Make sure we got our sound right for this. Okay, good evening and welcome to Bwtm Sports Live. We are covering Lee Haskins versus Ryan Burnett. At the moment, we've got a bonus feature. We're going to be focusing on the return of Mike Perez. He used to fight at heavyweight. Now he's fighting down at cruiserweight. So he's got a fight against a guy who's got 10 fights, 10 wins, 7 by KO. So record looks impressive. Not quite sure why Mike Perez would want to be fighting a guy with a record like that. However, it could be a deceiving record. The guy may have no chin. Mike Perez down at cruiserweight. Does he take a punch the same way? Although he looks in tremendous shape, Mike Perez. My God, looks really, he's in cracking shape. He looks in better shape now than he did when he was a cruiserweight. I mean, a heavyweight, sorry. He lost to him and he got knocked out in a round by Bwtm in a fight that I think he should never have taken. And then he fought, if you remember, Bryant Jennings. And in that fight, in Mike Perez's corner was Adam Booth, who I felt at the night gave Perez the wrong tactics and was one of the reasons why Perez actually lost that fight against Bryant Jennings. So it's good to see Perez back in the ring now, down at cruiserweight. We've seen heavyweights move back down to cruiserweight and it not been that successful. For example, if you remember when Eddie Chambers moved back down from heavyweight to cruiserweight, it didn't work out very well for him. So we're going to see Mike Perez. He was in his 30s, if I'm correct. Now, if not 30, moving down to cruiserweight. He looks in tremendous shape, though. I'll give Mike Perez that. Absolutely brilliant shape. I mean, he looks really great shape. But when I see what he looks like, what his punch resistance is like in round one, we all know he's a talented boxer. We'll have to see what Perez can do as a cruiserweight. One thing Perez will have on his side now, maybe not having this. Oh, there you go. Straight left down goes his opponent. I did ask the question if this guy could take a punch or not. And the first time Perez hits him, I think he's gone. His fight's over. And I think he landed badly. But that unbeaten record's gone. I think that's probably one of the fastest unbeaten records to go. Possibly in world boxing. One left hand, and Perez knocks his man over. We all knew Perez could punch. Okay, Perez can punch, no doubt about it. I think our friend did something with his ankle. But before he fell over, he got hit with a big punch anyway, the left hand. He seems to have fallen over, and I think he's either damaged, twisted his ankle. So I can't tell if it was a knockdown by a punch that kept him down. Well, anyway, Mike Perez returns, looks in great shape with his Irish teammates. He doesn't look like he trained in his garage for this one, but he's in good shape. What can I say? The guy was unbeaten coming in, never lost a fight, 9 fights by KO. I mean, we can't know who's fought, but the record looked impressive. But that's all you can really say about it, really. Congratulations to Mike Perez. In fact, he's in Ireland. I may have to go and pay Mr. Perez a visit. But he looks in tremendous shape, though. Really, really good shape. As for his opponent, well, his leg's not broken. Let's look again. They're going to show the replay now. And see, Perez comes out. Has a look. Looking for the left hand. A jab. And then a little right tap. Looking. And then, yeah. I don't think he even hit him with the left hand, actually. Did he slip on the ground or something? Let's look again. Well, he did hit him on the top of the head. But he hit him after he was falling anyway. He was falling and then Perez hit him. So it looks like a freak accident. There, the right hand catches, clips him. It wasn't that big of a punch, but I can't tell if his footing that went or the right hand had a little bit of power in it. It was the front hand, not the back hand that he hit him with. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. It looks like a freak accident to me. An absolute freak accident. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I don't know if the opponent twisted his ankle, twisted his foot, knee went. I don't know. I'm not taking him punches, so I'm not going to sit down and say, well, he dived. But I don't know. Congratulations to Mike Perez. So it's quite sad for Mike Perez actually, because I'd like to see him go 3-4 rounds, but he looks in tremendous shape though, Mike Perez. He really does. In fact, he's in Ireland. I have to make a little visit over to Perez's gym, have a word with him. I was impressed the way he looked physically. I don't know. Eddie Hearn's got him now. I don't know what it is or where he's going or what he's doing with him. I certainly hope Perez, who looks in really good shape, looks hungry and good to go. I hope he does not go down the Lewis Ortiz route where he gets fed a whole heap of rubbish, with all due respect. He's a guy that's got a lot of talent, and at cruiserweight, he can make some noise. Good signing, but he looks in great shape. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. What else to say? I hope that he's managed properly, or better than than Ortiz got managed, because that was a waste of time, to be honest. Perez is ready to take over. He's lost 70 pounds. He's with Eddie. Well, that doesn't mean anything. You say he's with Eddie, but so is Luis Ortiz. But if being with Eddie and Luis Ortiz, and he ended up fighting who? Malik Scott, Dave Allen, and who else did Luis Ortiz fight? Who else did Ortiz fight? He fought Malik Scott, Dave Allen. Yeah, Luis Ortiz and Dave Allen and Malik Scott. I mean, I can't really, based on what I saw there of Luis Ortiz, I hope that Perez doesn't get the same treatment. They're both Cuban fighters. In fact, Perez was more recognized as a heavyweight and a better fighter than actually Luis Ortiz, believe it or not. He was recognized as a better fighter than Luis Ortiz. For the Olympic squad, he was recognized as a better boxer, generally a boxer fighter than Luis Ortiz. Mike Perez, believe it or not, that's the truth. So Perez is younger as well than Luis Ortiz. I think Perez may have his stuff together a lot more organized than possibly Ortiz. So we'll just have to see. But he's a younger fighter. He's got less miles on the clock, literally. And yeah, he got knocked out by Povetkin. But hey, I wonder if Perez would sue Povetkin based on Povetkin's dibble and dabble and then getting caught by for drug PEDs. We'll have to see now how that works out, whether Perez would pursue that or not. But we're happy for Perez. They're gonna really stretch out this interview to make 9 o'clock, I'm sure, because that was a really the interview's lasting longer than a knockout. So I'm happy to see Mike Perez back. I really am. I'd like to see him now fight some cruiserweights. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to Eddie does something silly like match him up with Chamberlain or something like that. I really hope he doesn't do something like that. I'd like to see Perez matched with some good opposition. See him moving up the world rankings and fighting some decent guys. I really would. So shame, really, because he's got such talent. Oh, is he with Eddie? I meant. Yeah, I think he is with Eddie. And that's why he's on the show. So much more I can say about that. Now, as for the main event, I wasn't actually going to do anything about the main event because you've got two fighters, Lee Haskins, who, to me, is a good fighter and a belt holder. And then you've got Ryan Burnett, who hasn't impressed me personally as a fighter. I found him overrated as a fighter. I think he's a decent fighter. I think a lot of his ratings because he's Northern Irish, and the whole thing about Carl Frampton. Now, when I saw Carl Frampton from the start, I said this guy's going to be a world superstar. I said it, and if you don't believe me, go back and look at my blog. Not a blog. I did a piece for Irish. It was a yearly book they let out, and on this book, with Steve Wellings is the guy behind it. But I did a write up. On my write up, I said that Carl Frampton will go on to be a superstar in world boxing. I said it, and he's definitely going to be a world champion. Lee Haskins, I don't consider him world class. I don't consider Lee Haskins. I consider him a belt holder at the moment, and that's no disrespect to Lee Haskins, but that's what it is. And I don't think Ryan Burnett would have been rushed into a world title shot if, for example, this guy Lee Haskins was a lot better rated. That's my opinion. So the way I'm looking at the moment is with Haskins tonight. He's a more experienced fighter. Is he the better fighter? I don't know. I find Ryan Burnett very one-paced, and I don't think he's great. So it'll be interesting. If I had to go one way or the other, I might go Lee Haskins because he's an awkward so-and-so. I'm not a big fan of Ryan Burnett, but hey, he's young, he's hungry, he's taking the opportunity. So Burnett could win the fight because he's got Booth in his corner. But I don't think Booth is a great tactical coach at all. Again, in my personal opinion, I think he's the reason why Andy Lee is no longer world champion. Because I think he made Lee try and box a superior boxer instead of fight a superior boxer. So those are my thoughts on that. I think he lost Perez when he was training Perez. It was his tactics that lost Perez the fight. It was also his tactics that lost the fight against Klitschko. Poor tactics. So we'll see. We'll see what Booth says tonight in this world title fight. Perez, Usyk, Gassiev, Breedis, cruiserweight division is looking very good. He definitely is very good. Can't knock that. Definitely tasty cruiserweight division. So now I guess it's time for the main event. Haskins versus Burnett. In a way, I would like actually Haskins to win the fight. He's quite cheeky of them to just try and push. Burnett hasn't really fought anybody, to be honest. I think it's quite cheeky for them to try and push Burnett into a world title shot. You see, the thing is, they did this nonsense with Carl Froch, if you remember right, and not with George Groves. And they pushed him up into world class before he was ready for world class. And I think it didn't do his career any favors. Oh, maybe it isn't Haskins fighting. Who's this guy? It's not right. It's not Haskins. It's somebody else. It's not Filler, is it? Dinosi. Okay. Okay, we've got a filler here. Dinosi. Before the main event. This guy's name's Dinosi. I don't know much about him. I don't know. This looks like it's like Bradley Skeet in the background. Here's Bradley Skeet in the background. So Skeet's like a welterweight, isn't he? That guy looked like a quite lower. Wait to see this now. Okay. So this must be in Belfast. Okay, here we go. It is the SSE Arena. Not sure who this guy is yet. He's banging his gloves. He's about to make his way to the ring. I can't see who it is yet. In the ring he comes, and his face looks familiar. I can tell you who he is. Okay. He's obviously, I think he's an Irish fighter. Must be a Northern Irish or Irish fighter. I'll tell you now. Oh, Adam Dingsdale. Okay, Adam Dingsdale versus Paul Hyland Jr. Lightweight. So why that guy have that name on the front of him? Okay, never mind. So Paul Hyland Jr. Okay, Dingsdale's got a 20% knockout ratio. Hyland's got a 33% knockout ratio. And 2-9 on. And 10-3 Adam Dingsdale. So we'll see. I knew his face looked familiar. I didn't think Dinsdale's not Irish, is he? Didn't think he is. I don't think Adam Dinsdale's Irish. Okay, let's look at these guys' records. None of them are big knockout punches, so. Just waiting for the guys, just waiting to see their records. They both look up for it. I don't know the history about these two guys, but looks like there's a little needle between the two of them. Wait, this guy, Dinsdale's Dingy. See, he looks up for this fight, that's for sure. Banging the gloves of both guys. Again, I don't know the history of this fight. I don't know if there's the background between these two guys. Maybe the two guys are just pumped up, ready to go. I don't know what happened at the press conference or. Okay, I've been told the Burnett fights after this one. Some people say it's 10:30. Okay, Howard Foster is the referee. Howard knows how to stop a good fight. Good old Howard. How are you? Hope you're well, Howard. So he's the referee. Got this stringing this out. Okay, now we're looking at two boxers. Dingsdale. 20 fights, 16 wins, 4 knockouts, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Adam Dingsdale. Okay, and in the other corner, banging his gloves, very hyped up, very fired up. And in the other corner, as he raises his glove to the crowd, must have some Irish. Yeah, obviously Paul Hyland must have some support. He's Irish. 15 fights, 15 wins, 5 by KO. He's unbeaten. Paul Hyland Jr. So there we go. That's what it is. England versus Ireland or Northern Ireland. So Paul Hyland Jr., Hilo. So, according to this, neither of them can crack. So you'd think this fight would go the distance. However, who knows? I've seen fights like this that have been really exciting fights. Both guys are up for it. Dingsdale's very fired up. Seems very emotional, Dingsdale. Like a point to prove. I guess he's in the Irishman's backyard. So, Highland at home, Dingsdale away. Well, England away to Ireland. And here we go, round 1. And Hyland fights behind a high guard and a left hook there from Hyland early. Dingsdale, hands low, already got caught with 2 punches. He boxes with a sort of Hay style with the hands down by the right hand down by the side. Just a very faster version of that. The guy's clinching. Here we go. The left down, kind of like Hayes style. Dinsdale bouncing back and forth. A lot of energy there. Bouncing back and forth. Highland, more conventional. Hands up. Holds his hands up by his side. Much more conventional. It's Highland pushing forward. Dinsdale on the back foot. Highland setting the pace. Getting Dinsdale against the ropes and ripping him with shots to the body. Dinsdale needs to keep his hands up more because Highland seems to have better accuracy than Dinsdale. Highland slipping under the Dinsdale jab. Highland establishes no jab. His right hand, left hook, right hand combination. Dinsdale caught a good combination. He needs to pay attention to defense. While Highland's not a knockout puncher with only 5 KOs, Dinsdale's got caught again and again and again. Dinsdale's been hurt. Dinsdale's caught. My God, Dinsdale goes down, but I don't know if he's down. And he's hurt, I think. I told you have to pay attention to defense. You can't be leaving your hands down by your side, having your chin up in the air and walking onto big shots. Highland, again, not meant to be a knockout puncher, with only 5 KOs. Dinsdale's got to keep his hands up. Again, Highland, right, left, right, left, right, left. Down goes Dinsdale again. Well, it's over. Round 1. You can't be coming into fights with your hands slung down by your side like a gun shooter, without having a big punch yourself and leaving your chin in the air. Well, that's what happens when you try and box with your hands weighed, your left hand down by your side. Instead of what he was doing, he was dragging along the floor almost. And I said from the start of the fight, you've got to have your hands up. And Dinsdale, all that energy, all that nervous energy, all that being pumped up and fired up, he just wasn't up to the task. He just wasn't good enough. Technically, wasn't good enough. You can't leave yourself open to get hit with not one. He got hit with 4 or 5 shots, and even when they were tying up, I was thinking at the time, well, okay, you got hit with 3 good shots there. Tie up, think about it, get your hands up and box. No, you're back, hands down by the side, where you get knocked out. This is what happens, unfortunately, for Adam Dinsdale. So that was pretty quick, explosive. So yeah, I hope Eddie's got some fillers tonight. Oh, I do. As for Paul Highland Jr., I mean, that was pretty impressive. For a guy who's only got 5 KOs, that could be quite deceiving. I haven't looked at Paul Highland's KO ratio. I mean, he's got 5 KOs, but if he's been brought along in the way where he's fought a lot of guys who take a good punch and are not knockout and take a good punch and they're not easily knocked out and they're journeymen and they've only come to survive, then you know what? That knockout ratio, that knockout record could be quite deceiving. Could be very, very deceiving. So shout out to Paul Highland. That was a good performance from Highland. Very, very good performance. Very impressive. Look again, left hook was a nice shot. He was catching him early with. As soon as he came, look at the finishing. Bang, bang. Look at his shots. Pinpoint accuracy. I tell you what, I like this guy Highland. You know what I like about him? It was pinpoint accuracy. Look at the shots. Here is left hook. Catch him left hook. Then left to the body. Then to the head. Then just go. Let's go. There he goes. Bang, bang, bang. Let shots go. And he's not. They're not arm punches either. He's letting the full shots go. He's following right through the shots. I don't know what Dinsdale was doing. Look again. Left hook, starts it. Left, right, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, dear me. I don't know what Dinsdale was doing. I don't know if it was all macho. I don't know how many weeks Dinsdale had to train for the fight. I don't know if he came in at a short notice and thought, well, I'll give him the best shot. But if you're giving it your best shot, mate, you just don't come into a ring like that. I mean, you didn't. There was no scout mission. You got tagged about 3-4 times before you got knocked out. And look at these shots. Brutal. I mean, from the first punch that was landed from Junior, it was issues because Dinsdale he got caught with the left before then, and his head was rocking back, and then they were tying up, and he didn't make any adjustments. You've got to be able to make adjustments in boxing. You can't. You get caught with them shots and not make adjustments. So, commiserations to Adam Dinsdale, and congratulations to Highland. Boxed very well, very well. I definitely want to see this Highland Junior again box again. I was very impressed with that. Very impressed. Nice hand, nice combination punching. Liked it. I don't know what belt that is. I don't know if it's IBF Continental or WBO Intercontinental. I don't know what it was. But for a guy that only has 5 KOs on his record, well, it looks like an IBF Intercontinental belt. It could be a WBO Intercontinental as well. No, it looks like an IBF. It looks like an IBF. I can't tell what belt it is. It looks like an IBF Intercontinental or international belt. So that'll get, if it is the case, then that'll get Highland into the top 10 or top 20, I would have thought, of the IBF rankings. Got to be careful about asking him to vacate. That was a very impressive performance. I've got to say, very impressive by the young man. Very, very impressive. Hear what he's got to say for himself. Interesting. I think slightly unprofessional from Sky. Burnett was just talking about Burnett, Paul Highland Jr. Talked about his performance, that he's champion now. He'll take on anybody. The British fighters he's quite happy to take on. He wants to rock on with his career, which is good to hear from the young man. And then he said he wished Burnett all the best. His fellow Belfast fighter and compatriot, great stuff. He says he thinks that Burnett's going to win the fight late stoppage. And then the Sky Sports commentator who did the interview then turns around and says, I think we agree with that as well. I mean, that's not really professional. You're meant to be unbiased as an interview. You're meant to be unbiased, not pally-wally with the guy that's sitting down, the boxer. If the boxer can have that opinion, but you as a interviewer shouldn't really be siding with the fighter. Oh, I agree. Keep your comments to yourself, man. So unprofessional, Sky. Or sorry, Sly Sports. Typically unprofessional from them. Anyway, we're just waiting for the main event between Ryan Burnett and Lee Haskins. Haskins, the champion, and Burnett, the challenger, making his first world title attempt. Tutelage of Adam Booth. So Adam, Andy Lee, they're talking. I like to see Andy Lee back in the ring again. Not what's going on with his career at the moment. I'd like to see him back in the ring. He's a smart guy, Andy Lee. I like him. Talks a lot of sense. I'm not sure about Barker, but I like Andy Lee. I like Andy Lee a lot. He talks a lot of sense. Seems a quite intelligent guy, and he's quite honest. I'm not sure about Barker though. But I like Andy Lee. So obviously he's the only thing I don't like about this setup is because again, Lee is a gym mate of Ryan Burnett. So I think if Andy Lee wasn't a gym mate of Ryan Burnett, it'd be more plausible. I just don't like to see guys who are active in boxing commentating or asked opinions on fighters that are in the gym and of, or there's so many other commentators, pundits you could bring in to talk about a fight. You've got a guy there who's got some sort of connection with one of the fighters that are taking part. It's in Belfast, and you know, I personally think it's not right. I think there's a, you know, he's interested in Andy Lee. He's interested in having a guy. He can't be sitting down and saying, "No, I don't think my gym mate's going to win this. I think that right, Lee Haskins is a better fighter, and you know he's not fought 12 rounds. He's not fought in the caliber as Lee Haskins. He's not going to really say that, is he? He's trained by Adam Booth, so he's going to keep it nice and, you know, well, he needs to because he's his mate, so he can't say anything too, you know, uncouth. As for Darren Barker, Barker will say anything. Barker was the same guy at Terrorhood when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko. He said, well, Klitschko was an old man, but then when Joshua fought Klitschko, you know, Joshua was a better fighter. So I don't want to hear anything more from. I don't hear a word from Barker, to be honest. I really don't. So let's see who's been called to the ring now. What's going on now? Okay, we've got another fight. Obviously, this is not the main event. This guy's got a bit of swagger about him, and he's walking to the ring, pretty focused. You need to wonder now if this is England versus Ireland all over again. He's no one, pumped up. Very pumped up. It looks like it's England versus Ireland all night tonight. He's so pumped up. The master ceremonies have to call him and tell him to turn around. This guy's what are these guys smoking tonight? It's the second guy that's come to the ring really pumped up, emotionally charged. What are these guys smoking? Are they on speed or ecstasy or what? Because they're all coming to the ring hyper, real hyper. Oh, there you go. And there's the guy boxing. I suppose this is the Irish guy boxing at home in Belfast. I'm only guessing. Because, yeah, no, he's Welsh. This guy could be Welsh, actually. Because I'm seeing Tony Borg there from Wales. So I guess this is out of the Haskins gym. And he looks a bit more composed, relaxed, not so pumped up. Stepping into the ring, he looks very relaxed. That's more like it. The other guy looks like he's on speed or ecstasy, or, you know. But he might be Irish though. Tony Borg's in his corner, and Tony Borg's not known with guys from Bristol and Wales, but it'd be interesting to see. I think he's, and there you go, Senegal. I think Senegal there. Could be wrong. This guy's fired up like mad. He's seriously fired up. There's only two reasons why guys fired up like that, or three reasons. Reason number one, I think, is because they got the fight on short notice and they know it. Let's look at this guy's record: 4 fights, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, no KOs. He actually looks a bit like Paul Scholes. He's bouncing around back and forth, posturing like he's a bad man. I can see this guy getting knocked out real quickly. 1 fight, 1 win. Sean McGoldrick. I think he looks like he might be Irish himself, McGoldrick. Let's see. Let me see his trunks. I'll tell you. Might be from Belfast himself. There's some people clapping around there. Look like they're from Northern Ireland. Let's see. Or Irish. We'll see. Let's see. I think he's Irish though. The name like McGoldrick, he could be Irish. I can't quite tell. So this is his second pro fight. This guy McGoldrick, and this other guy looks like Paul Scholes gone wrong. So if any of you know who Paul Scholes is, he was the Manchester United midfielder. I don't think this fight's going to go long, and I think this guy knows he's going to get chinned. So out comes McGoldrick, fly. Yeah, the Paul Scholes lookalike comes flying out the corner first round. I think super bantamweight, same division as Haskins. He is seriously fired up, this guy. He's busy. He doesn't look the greatest of boxers, though. I mean, he's got his hands up. He's busy, but he looks like one of them arcade games. Not sure how much. I think once McGoldrick starts to land on this guy, he's coming forward, throwing 2-3 shots at a time off balance. He looks like he should be something out in the 1930s, like a pub brawler. He's very this guy's gonna cop a right hand. He's gonna cop one coming in because he's throwing punches walking forward, throwing punches. And I don't know what he's trying to do. I've got no idea what this guy's trying to do in the black. But he's gonna walk onto a big shot. You can see it coming. He's gonna get clipped. He's gonna get clipped with something bad early. He's gonna get knocked out early. You can see it's coming. He's just like bundling forward, throwing shots. No sort of, no sort of game plan or anything. Absolutely no game plan. Bear with me a second here. This guy is he's just, like I said, he's messing McGoldrick about, just rushing forward, messy, tying him up. I think this guy's going to try and go the distance, but I don't know. I don't quite know what his game plan is. McGoldrick can just step back. He can hit this guy with the left because he's coming in, just rushing forward in straight lines, throwing punches as he's walking forward. He's actually walking forward and throwing punches at the same time. So if McGoldrick times him right, he can knock this guy out. If you just wait for him, as he rushes in, you just step back and throw the left hook or the right hand over the top. If McGoldrick can see, he can bang this guy out of them, I'm telling you, because he'll walk onto one. End of the first round, he goes back to the corner. I don't know where they got this guy boxing from. I don't know where this guy's come from. He's probably one of the funniest boxers I've ever seen box. I swear. Terrible. Call him Paul Scholes. Forget his real name. He looks like Paul Scholes with boxing gloves on. He really does. Good evening, Port Core 2971. I mean, it's shocking. I mean, this is like an undercard fight for like Haskins versus Burnett. I mean, come on. This is terrible. Terrible. Lee Haskins there, the champion. I mean, I think he's a good fighter. Again, I think he's a talented fighter. I still think he's a bit of a belt holder for me. Belt holder meaning that I'd like to see him fight the top guys in the division and really prove and solidify himself as champion. But he's a good fighter. Here comes Paul Scholes for the second round, charging out. Apologies to the real Paul Scholes. He throws 2 jabs out. There's nothing on it. If McGoldrick just calms himself down, right, he can just catch this guy coming in with big shots. He just catch him. Steady him up with a jab, let him rush in and bang a right hand over the top. There you go. There's one right hand over the top. Let's see if Scholes adjusts. There's a right hand again over the top. He's caught him again with a right hand over the top. The thing about this guy, Paul Scholes, when he comes forward, charging forward with punches, he leaves his chin in the air. I don't know how much amateur pedigree this guy's got. I don't know how many fights he's had as an amateur, but you can tell he's had a few fights as a pro, but he's terrible. His technique is all over the place. All McGoldrick has to do is step back as he's rushing in and just throw the right hand over the top. He doesn't even have to. He doesn't even have to see where the right hand's going because the guy's going to walk straight onto it. He gets dumping. All McGoldrick has to do: dip his head and throw the right hand over the top. Bang! Or step back and throw the left hook because he's going to catch both of them clean because he'll walk onto it. Again, McGoldrick just. There he goes, a left hook. Oh, got caught with a nice left hook there. I hope this guy's got a good chin on him. I do. This Paul Scholes, I hope he's got a good chin on him. Oh, dear me. I'm sure McGoldrick's had better sparring than this. Come on, man, McGoldrick. Yeah, steady this guy and throw him with a couple of shots. Back him up. That's it. Nice right hand over the top. Back this guy up, McGoldrick. Back him up. That's it. Throw him to ropes now. Go to ropes now. All he's doing is holding. That's it. That's it. He's going to get knocked out bad, this McGoldrick. This Paul Scholes is going to get knocked out bad because of the way he's boxing or trying to box. Do you know what he looks like? He looks like a guy that's been pulled out, literally pulled out of the audience. Get your shorts on, mate, and you know, depending how many rounds you go, we'll give you a couple of hundred every round you go. Eddie's gone. You know what? You go past round 1, I'll give you 200. I'll give you £200. If you go past round 2, I'll give you £400. If you go past round 3, I'll give you £600. Right, that's how it's gone. So this McGoldrick guy looks like he's been pulled out of the audience. I swear. How can this guy be on at 9:30 in the evening, a one fight novice versus a guy they pulled out of the crowd? Honestly, who looks like Paul Scholes. I swear. Look, this is disgusting. This is terrible. This is terrible. And people say that like BT Sports puts on. This is terrible. I've not seen anything on BT Sports this year that's looked as bad as this. I'm sorry. This is terrible. You're telling me this is the best they can put on in Belfast with Paul Scholes? Oh, of course, you know. Oh dear me. He does. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but this guy's terrible. I mean, he really is. He's really terrible. Lee Haskins being prepared for his world title fight against is Ryan Burnett now. A guy who I haven't been impressed with, to be honest. Since he turned pro, I don't see what all that the hype is all about. It's because he's been trained by Adam Booth, and a little bit to do with the old the success of Carl Frampton. I say Burnett can't box, but he's not convinced me yet. Okay, round 3. Scholes has come out for round 3. That's his name. He's terrible. I tell you what Scholes reminds me of. He reminds me of, if you remember Ready to Rumble, he looks like a character of Ready to Rumble. Oh, he got clipped there. He got hit with a punch when he's jumping. Oh, as he's rushing, he got clipped with a shot. McGoldrick just takes his time. I look, his trainer says, look, what is McGoldrick doing? I swear he got his elbow in there as well. Just take your time, McGoldrick. Take your time. Slow, just take your time. There he goes again. He's like, I don't know who taught him how to box, but he's terrible. I don't think I've seen this guy. He needs to get. Listen, McGoldrick needs to be knocking this guy out. Like, really, knock this guy out. He's making McGoldrick look very bad. I don't know how much amateur fights McGoldrick's had, but as a pro, I mean, seriously, come on, man. Good right hand there from McGoldrick. That was good. He steadied him there. Instead, Paul Scholes with a good right hand there. Here goes Scholes again, holding on. Come on, McGoldrick, do something, mate. Come on, McGoldrick, mate. Come on. Nice body shot from McGoldrick. And here comes Scholes again, throwing shots and gaining, just tying McGoldrick up. Tying him up, messing around. I swear he's getting paid by the round. I'm not joking. This guy is getting paid by the round. We see it. He's like, throw a couple of shots, look busy, and tie you up. I'll pay you more money. So he's got in his mind from round one, I'm going to rush this guy. I'm going to bulldoze this guy. Any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to tie him up, hold him up, rough him up. I'm not actually going to box. I can't. I don't even know how to box, but I'm just going to look like I can box. I'm going to blag it through a round. And that's what he looks like. I'm going to blag it and I'm going to last as long as I can because you know what? I need to give the guys in the dressing room more time to get themselves ready for this world title fight. If this is the appetizer for the main event, a one bouter versus a guy to pull out the crowd, I'm sorry. This is disgusting. I'd be asking for my money back. McGoldrick ain't making things any easier, to be honest. He's not. I feel sorry for the poor lad. He looks like Gennady Golovkin in there. Who? No, he doesn't. Oh, he's got a head shape like Golovkin. Yeah, he has got a head shape. His head shape's like Golovkin. Yeah. So Paul Scholes goes back to the corner. I tell you something. I would slap McGoldrick in his face and say, "Listen, you need to step back with this guy. He's lunging. He's coming at you, and he's leaving his chin in the air. Step back, and throw your left hook. Or when you're coming close, as you're about to come in close, throw your overhand right, dip your overhand right, and then come over with a left hook." So I'd be saying, if he comes in close, bang a straight right hand, or looping overhand right, dip when you're throwing the overhand right, and then come across the left, come back with a left hook. So it'll be overhand right, left hook. Because he's going to walk onto one of the two. If he doesn't get caught with the overhand right, he's going to be lined up for the left hook. So I'll be saying, listen, comes onto you, straight right hand down the pipe, left hook. So either the straight right hand down the pipe or the looping right hand over, and then the left hook to finish the combination off. You can't be letting Paul Scholes go 6 rounds for you. I'm sorry. Unless they've been told to box the 6 rounds. Because it's not looking good for McGoldrick's career. He's going absolutely nowhere in his boxing career if this is what he's about. He's got to find space between him and Paul Scholes. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's letting Paul Scholes back him up and hit him. This ain't good, man. This isn't good. It's not good for promotion. I'm sorry. The referee's now having a word with Paul Scholes to keep his punches up. If I were the referee, I'd be telling Paul Scholes to stop holding as well. The holding is so bad, his legs are coming off the floor. He's actually, you know how bad the pushing is? It's like he's trying to, you know when you try to push a car to get it started and your legs move fall from under you? That's how bad it looks. Oh dear. He's just mauling and just making the fight ugly. I'm convinced now, absolutely convinced now, that this fight he's just going to go as long as he can in the fight. There's no strategy. Just stick around. The longer you go in the fight, the more you're going to get paid. That's what it looks like. He got pulled out of the crowd. That's it. That's my observation of it all. Might be a bit of a harsh observation. Oh, my God. Now McGoldrick's getting caught with right hands around the side of his guard. And these are the sort of shots that actually Scholes should be getting it with. Actually, you know what? Scholes had a good round. This is not good. Scholes has had a better round. In fact, I would say Scholes is winning this round. Good left hook there from McGoldrick. I'm sorry, but this is not good. This is not good for McGoldrick's career. If you're going to have struggle, if you're going to life and death against this guy, I mean, this is terrible. Really terrible. I don't know how. I don't know how you can put this on. If this is the fight before the main event, I'm sorry, this is terrible. Is this what Saturday night boxing's come to? It's terrible. I mean, okay, Scholes doesn't know any better, but now McGoldrick's actually boxing to his level. I'll tell you something now. The way Scholes is fighting, you know, he looks like he might clip McGoldrick or something, and McGoldrick looks like he's tiring. McGoldrick looks like he's tiring, you know. And you know what? I've said what I've said about Scholes, but I think he could get a win here, you know. I think Scholes could get a win here. I'm not joking. I think Scholes might just stop McGoldrick here. I'm not being funny, yeah. But McGoldrick looks like he's tiring. He's catching that right hand, and he's gone life and death now with Scholes. No, 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 no. If he gets beat by Scholes, I'll tell you something now. Even worse with Caldwell is commentating for Sky. Well, let him get on with it. Let him get on with it. He's Britain's answer to Team Manuel Stewart, isn't he? So leave him to it. I'll tell you what. Scholes might just win this, could go on and win this fight, you know. Scholes can win this fight. He was catching McGoldrick at the end of that round with good right hands. And McGoldrick was tiring. He looked like he was badly tiring. And he didn't look like he ran out of ideas. If I was Scholes' team now, I'd say, you know what, mate, go out there and try and stop this guy. Round 5, 2 rounds to go. It doesn't look like McGoldrick's going to change his style. So, guys clash heads. Tell you what, his name's Starkey, his real name is. Right? Starkey. It's only a point in it between him and Starkey and McGoldrick. Starkey is obviously the guy that wasn't expected to win the fight. And McGoldrick is the guy that... What's going on here? Oh, no! Starkey's had a point taken off. Scholes, a.k.a. Starkey, has had a point taken off of him when he was all going sort of like well for him. Starkey's now going to have to try and go for the knockout, definitely now. No holding and just throw bombs. Come on, Scholesy. I'm backing Scholesy now. Sorry. Come on, Scholesy. Come on, Scholesy. All right, it's McGoldrick. Come on, Scholesy. I bet. What is that? I've never seen that before. I've never seen somebody hold somebody and then spin them around 360 and still be holding them. Come on, Scholesy. Go on, Scholesy. Come on. Come on, Scholesy. Scores a goal. Come on, mate. That's it. Good shot, Scholesy. Some good body work there from Scholes on the inside. At this point, the fight is so terrible. I've just got to make the commentary interesting. Scholes got caught right hand on the back of his head, and here comes McGoldrick. Scholes holding on for dear life, but he's been doing it all fight. What? Another point deducted. I tell you now. Now you know what the score is. Now you know what the score is. Another point's been deducted from Scholes. Even though he got hit on the back of the head, you know what's going on. You know what's going in now. They've made it. The fix is in. They've done it. Says 2 points now because the fight was too close. And now it's 2 points down. He is now. Scholes is now 2 points down. You know the fix is in with this match now because it was too close. McGoldrick needed all the help he could have. So for Scholesy to win this fight, he's got to win by knockout now. He can't win the fight by points. Caldwell said Scholes is a big puncher coming forward. Oh, yeah, of course he is. Yeah, sure he is. Of course he is. Well, why don't they ask? Why doesn't the Sky commentary team ask Caldwell whether it would be advisable for McGoldrick to go for a walk for a round. Didn't go for a walk. Walk it off. That ref's a knob jockey. Well, there you go now. I said to you. So any chance Scholesy had a win in the fight, you can forget it now, unless he wins. I'd love Scholes to go out there and put it on McGoldrick and knock him out now. I really would. Because see, Scholes was doing well in the fight. He had started to get momentum in the fight because McGoldrick was tiring. But McGoldrick has boxed so he's looked so terrible. I'm sure I looked at this guy, Scholesy, and I thought Scholesy was going to go over in a couple because of the way he's boxing. But he's actually come out and he has nullified the best of McGoldrick's work. I'm sorry, McGoldrick won't be going very far in his career if he keeps boxing like this. I'm sorry, I can't see it somehow. It's not Howard Foster in the corner. It's some other referee in the corner. I thought it was Howard Foster. Maybe he's Howard Foster. I don't know. But all I know is this referee's done a great job. Has won that fight. But last round, and Scholes has got to go for the knockout. Don't ask me how he does it. Just go for the knockout, Scholesy. Scholesy charging forward now. Scholes has got Man United all behind him now. It's all Scholes. And he's getting warned by the referee again. The referee said nothing when McGoldrick threw a right hand at the back of Scholesy's head. Go on, Scholesy. Go on, Scholesy. Go for the knockout. Come on, Scholesy. Scholesy charging forward, throwing everything. Come on, Scholesy. Referee trying to break it up again. He's like trying to give McGoldrick as much time as possible. Come on, Scholesy. Let go. Just let him just get some space. Stop holding him up and just land as many punches as you can. Come on, Scholesy. Come on, Scholesy. Come on, Scholesy. Get them right hands off. Go on, Scholesy. He's backing McGoldrick up. Go on, Scholesy. Come on, Scholesy. Get space and let them shots go. Go on, Scholesy. Wherever. Oh, come on, Scholesy. Come on, Scholesy. For Man United. Come on, Scholesy. I swear the pair of them could have got pulled out of the crowd, to be honest. I'm not being funny. I've seen better sparring matches. I'm not joking. I've seen better sparring matches between two 15-year-olds. I'm not joking. This is absolutely terrible. And if I were McGoldrick, I would be nowhere near a microphone. I would be nowhere near. I would walk out the ring, and I'd walk out the arena with some form of disguise because that's disgusting. Absolutely terrible. I mean, that has just been his boxing. It's just terrible tonight. I'm seeing dreadful boxing. Absolutely dreadful. This will go to points, and McGoldrick will win it on points, but I can't see McGoldrick's career going anywhere, to be honest. To be absolutely honest with you. While I'm here, I think I'll just continue to share our video for tonight's fight. But I'm sorry. That was just terrible. Absolutely terrible stuff. It's probably one of the worst fights I've seen. Carl Wilson says Stark, he could win a world title. He probably would as well if he was training him. What is he saying? He'd be a free-weight world champion, right? Let me get our Twitter page up. Right. I can't believe what I just watched there. Cannot believe it. Two of them should be ashamed of themselves. I'm just sharing our link out tonight so people can tune in to tonight's commentary. May as well. Well, what would Jim Watt would say? This is reckless boxing from Starkey. Reckless boxing, arm punching. That's what Jim Watt would have said. We miss Jim Watt. I miss Jim Watt anyway. Here we go. Haskins and Burt talking to one another. I actually want Haskins to win the fight tonight, you know? I actually want Haskins to win this fight tonight. I really do. Because they took the fight thinking that Haskins is a bum. That's what I think. Yeah, where's that? Okay, let's hear what he's got to say for himself. That was a disgusting performance. I wouldn't be anywhere near a camera, to be honest. I don't even hear what he's got to say. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That was just a terrible fight. People are coming into the room now. Good evening and welcome. We've just watched a lookalike in seen a lookalike in Paul Scholes boxing. Well, I don't know if you want to call it boxing. That's probably the worst. I haven't seen any. So I'm just trying to see if I can get anyone. Try to share my video. It won't let me share anything on this Twitter page at the moment for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. My Twitter page just will not allow me to share anything because I can't connect with any of the people on my page. But that was terrible, though. That's absolutely terrible show. I've never seen an undercard so terrible. That was, well, it was just awful. 12 people in the room. Good evening and welcome. We are looking forward to tonight's fight. I wasn't at first, but as the night's going on, people have spoken about it. You know, I've decided I'm going to watch this fight tonight. See if Burnett can give us something. I don't know what I just saw there at the last fight. I've got no idea what that was all about. I don't know what's going on my stream tonight in terms of my Google, but here we go. That was terrible. Honestly terrible. I'm looking forward to seeing Haskins. Haskins is the more experienced fighter. I think he's the older fighter. I don't think he's physically stronger. We'll have to wait and see. Haskins, so people saying, if the ref didn't take those bullshit points, Scalzi would have won that fight. The whole card is poor. Well, there you go. I've said it. There you go. You saw it for yourself. Hearn said Scholes is a quality fight. Oh no. No, I hope he didn't. I'm not listening to that. I hope he didn't. I hope he didn't say he's a quality fighter, because if he did, it's terrible. Really terrible. I don't know how to say the word terrible tonight, but it was terrible. There's just no other way I can say it. Just waiting for this fight to happen. Like I said earlier, I think that this fight's taken because Adam Booth thinks that Haskins is a soft touch, and that's why they're taking the fight. To me, I want to see Haskins go out and put a performance on tonight. I really would. I would love for Haskins to win this fight tonight. I really would, because I think they're just cheeky. That's what I think. Booth is just being cheeky. I will take the Haskins fight because, well, he's not much. Just retweeting our live commentary feed for tonight. If you are on Twitter, you'll see us BWT Sports channel, Bayloric TV. We're on. Views on video sorts being for sparring, pull from him and I'm professional from courtesy. Well, I think he should have gone on and he should have made a defense against somebody. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Rob Plant. Haskins is from my area. Real nice guy. Hope he wins. I hope Haskins wins tonight as well. Because I think it's, Booth's like, oh yeah, we'll take him. He looks easy enough. We'll beat him up. Easy. So that's the only reason why they're taking the fight. Because, in all honesty, I don't think Ryan Burnett's world class. I don't think he's ready to fight at world class level. I think he's a good fighter, talented, but not ready for being a world champion. No, sorry. Because what you'll see is in that situation is lots of swerving, ducking, diving. That's what you'll see, and I don't want to see that. It's swerving, ducking, and diving. Okay. Thank you very much for Sky in the background. Appreciate you. I hope that Haskins wins. I really do. I would love to see Haskins beat Burnett up. Really would. And in front of his home crowd as well. Because Booth thinks he's smart. I don't think Booth's very smart at all. That's my boy. My favourite fighter, Andre Ward. And they keep talking about a knockdown of Ward Kovalev. Better forget about all the other good things Ward did in the fight. I'm going Andre Ward more convincingly. Paul Smith fights for a world title. Oh my god. Well, good luck to Smith. It says Paul Smith, LOL. I said the same to Lee. That Haskins, that Burnett is mostly hyped for having Booth in his corner. I agree. Oh dear, advertising the Paul Smith fight. Absolutely looks good in Belfast. I tell you, if it starts going wrong for Burnett, Booth's not the guy to look forward to tell you what to make changes. Because, as James Alabishir once said, that Booth's a philosopher. Paul grows Smith rematch on the cards. Well, we'll know what's going to happen there. What about Smith to go? I don't know about the guy. Welcome to the main event of the evening. Bwtm Live. Lee Haskins versus Ryan Burnett. If the fight goes to points and it's close, you can be guaranteed you're going to get home cooking. I'm sure Haskins and his guys know, but look, Andy Lee giving you big fight, insight, and is it biased? People say, oh, I'm against Sky. Is it biased commentary? Well, let's just take a look at Andy Lee, trained by Adam Booth. Guess who Ryan Burnett's trained by? Adam Booth. So you're going to ask for his insight. I'm going to hear what Burnett Haskins got to say. Okay. Typical Sky hype. Well, we're going to see what it's all about. I've not been convinced about Ryan Burnett in his career. I haven't. I don't see what Adam Booth sees. A lot of people say Burnett's world class and he's a world talent. The envelope's already been handed over. LOL. I hope Haskins goes out there and he beats Burnett. I really do. I really pray he does. The challenger for the title, Ryan Burnett. He's got the Belfast crowd behind him. I mean, for me, I'm the champion. Why am I having my defense against Ryan Burnett, who's done nothing in his career? Let's be honest, in Belfast. The argument could be, well, you know what? Burnett could sell out Belfast. You can't sell out Bristol. So I guess the world champion has gone he's gone on the road to defend his title against Burnett. Well, we'll see. This could be Ryan Burnett's crowning moment. But again, I don't rate Burnett. I think he's a good fighter. But hey, just before this fight, there was an Irish fighter from Belfast, and he basically said he gave his opinion after the fight, and after he gave his opinion, the Sky commentator went, I think, no, the Irish guy went, oh, I think the guy from Belfast said, I think he's going to win the fight. Burnett's going to win the fight late. And then the guy who was interviewing him for Sky said, oh, I think so too. I mean, your job as an interviewer is not to share your own opinion. Your job is to ensure that, you know, people get a kind of balanced opinion. But that's not the case, clearly. Sky have their own agenda. It's very much in-house crowd. So I really hope Haskins wins this fight tonight. I really would. Haskins coming to the ring now. Very calm, very relaxed, smile on his face. Man from Bristol, smiling. He's probably getting booed to the ring as well. In for the ropes. In comes Lee Haskins. Still smiling, very relaxed. Okay, Haskins 33, Burnett 25. Haskins 5'5", 5'4", reach exact in reach. So Haskins just an inch taller, and there's nothing in it on weight either. Both weighings 8 stone, 5 pounds and 3 ounces, exactly both of them. KO ratio, Burnett's got 56, Haskins 38. Haskins is probably fighting the better class. And 231 rounds versus I think 38 rounds, something like that, Burnett. So the odds are shorter for Burnett in this fight. So we'll see. From what I remember, Haskins, he had a very herky-jerky style. So we'll see. He's more experienced, been around the block a bit. So I wonder if Haskins can literally old man Burnett tonight. Welcome to those of you tuning into BWT Sports Live. Haskins versus Ryan Burnett. If you could, please, if you're watching, please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Let us also know where you're listening to this audio stream. It's good to have you in the room. So this is the main event of the evening, 12 rounds for the IBF. I think it's the Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. Or Bantamweight. I think Bantamweight or Super Bantamweight, one of the other. Okay. Both guys a lot more relaxed than the other guys that have been running to the ring previously tonight. I mean, Burnett seemed to be a puncher at the lower divisions, like meaning fighting lower level opponents, but we'll see what he looks like against better quality opponent. I'm not sure. I don't know if Lee Haskins is world class. I know he's got a world title belt, and I've called him a belt holder. That might be harsh of me now because, you know, don't get me wrong. I think he went on road to win the world title. If not, I don't think anyone expected Lee Haskins to go on to be a world champion. To be honest, don't get me wrong. I think Lee Haskins is very talented, but you got USA judge, English judge, 2 USA judge, and 1 American judge. No, two American judges and 1 UK judge, and the UK judge is Dave Paris. Well, Dave's had a few interesting scorecards in the past. The referee is from the IBF, Marcus McDonald. Good evening, Marcus. And now, the main event of the evening. World title fight. The atmosphere in Belfast is crackling. Well, it would be. The challenger. The young boy from Belfast. You've got Richard Towers in there. They'll all have that slung low left arm. Here he is, Burnett. 16 fights, 16 wins, 9 KOs. He's lost none. Unbeaten. He's the challenger. Ryan Burnett. So Ryan Burnett, trained by Adam Booth. He's still got a lot to prove to me, Adam Booth, in terms of at world level and his tactical nous. He's made some horrific errors, but for some reason, Adam Booth seems to get away with it. Ryan Burnett has got both arms spread out as if he's the anointed one. And here is the champion. Smiling, confident, relaxed. And we wish him well. Lee Haskins, 37 fights, 34 wins, 13 by KO, and 3 losses. He is the defending IBF champion of the world, Lee Haskins. Go on, Lee. So cool, so calm. You look like if he's just literally just going for a stroll. But this is it. Haskins Burnett brought together. Two guys. Touch him up. There we go. The moment of truth for Ryan Burnett. Is he world class like Adam Booth says he is? And for Lee Haskins, well, I'd like to see him solidify that title tonight with a title winning performance. I really do. I hope Haskins wins. Round 1. 12 rounds for the IBF Championship of the World. Haskins in grey, Burnett in blue. Haskins, obviously Burnett has got that same sort of David Haye style, slung left hand low. If Haskins is smart, he can sling the right hand, the straight left hand down the pipe because he's open for it. And in rounds 1 to 6, again hit straight away with a straight left hand twice on the chin. Burnett with Haskins' left hand has found it straight away. Again, he's made no adjustments. Burnett is caught straight clean twice, and the referee is pulling Haskins to the corner to tie up his boot. Okay, but early signs, Haskins has hit Burnett twice with a straight left hand, being a southpaw, and has hit Burnett clean with the left hand. Don't know if there's power in it, but Burnett hasn't spotted the left hand yet. And he's got that Haye type style where he's moving a lot of his head. He's moving his head and still getting clipped with the left hand. I'm not sure how that style is going to work with Haskins tonight. Because Haskins He's just waiting for Burnett to come in. He's clipping him with the left hand. He's wide open, Haskins. He looks like he's very wide open, very, very wide open. Very wide open. The left hand, it's open to a straight left hand all night long. And Burnett's moving his head and still getting hit with it. It's a lot of jittery movement by Burnett, trying to get Haskins off guard. Haskins leaps in with a left hook or straight left hand. So when you've got your hands like in a position like that, you still got to get them up to defend yourself, and you got to get it up to throw shots. You can't wing shots in from there. So, and whereas you may have done it in 60 fights and got away with it, the mistakes you make now if a guy's got 30 odd fights is a lot different. I don't think all the fights Haskins had is against bums. His straight left hand, Haskins is fighting Burnett. And at the moment, I'm giving Haskins his first round based on the straight left hand he's catching Burnett with. And all Burnett's doing is just shifting his head back. This could be a very interesting fight. Oh, got caught! Pulling out there, Haskins! By Burnett. Good shot. Haskins takes it, though. Referee's told Haskins, keep the punches up. Burnett actually is caught with that left hand again. Burnett's not made no adjustments. He's still coming in like a mummy. He's caught with the left hand again. He just keeps getting caught with the left hand. And now he's got caught with the right hand. He's way too open. Way too open. And when he does come forward, he leaves himself open to be countered, Burnett. First round to Haskins. No doubt in my mind, he won that first round. Clean. Definite first round. Good evening to everyone watching Haskins versus Burnett. My assessment early on in the fight is Burnett's got to stop getting caught. He's so open. He's getting caught with a straight left hand over and over and over again. And all he's doing is moving his head. But there's no point moving your head around if you're getting hit with the punch. The whole point of you moving your head around is to avoid getting hit. But this guy's actually getting hit and over and over and over again. So adjustments have got to be made. As for Lee Haskins, that was Burnett. As for Lee Haskins, when he was pulling back from punch, he got caught with a shot and he was pulling back from a shot. So he's got to be careful. Doing the sign of a cross is not going to save you, Burnett. You've got to actually pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to defense. Round two. I gave the first round to Haskins based on, well, Haskins being more accurate. Round two. Let's see if Burnett makes any adjustments. Now, how does Burnett fight off the back foot? That's what I want to know. I'm not quite sure what Haskins' game plan is here. There's a lot of jittery stuff. Well, good 1-2 combination there from Burnett there. Guys tie up. Haskins. And then we go against box. The guys tie up on the inside. Haskins has got to be careful when he ties up close. Ties up. He doesn't pull straight back from the shot. I think they're going to throw the right hand over the top of the left hook. Good straight left hand there again from Haskins. Again, Burnett hasn't made the adjustments. Again, Burnett's hit with straight left hand. Haskins landing that left hand, and Burnett's not got no response to it. Haskins still walking with his hands down by his side. I don't quite know how that's protect yourself at all times. I'm not quite sure how you call that boxing. He's not using a jab. He's just standing there with his hands down by his side. I don't know if that's some sort of style. He's got caught and down goes Burnett. No knockdown though. Haskins showing his man strength there. Just to let Burnett know you're not rushing forward with me. Don't know what Burnett's doing. Caught with the left hand again. A bit rough on the inside though. Scrappy. Burnett Haskins land. Good right hand there from Burnett. Burnett's trying to rough Haskins up. Did I tell you something? If he keeps boxing like this tonight, Haskins can skill point decision tonight, I'm telling you. And Burnett's face is marked, reddened, heavily reddened. Is he cut as well? He's got no defense. Absolutely no defense, Burnett. And Haskins just pinging him with the left hand when he feels like it. He wants to rush, he can. Just hits him with the left hand. I think Burnett's cut over the left eye. I think he's cut. Haskins just needs to keep pinging him with the left hand because he's got no defense. No defense whatsoever. He's got his hands down by the side, walking forward. But I don't... Typical booth fighter. I don't know who's cut there. It looked like it was... Burnett was... That was... I'm going to give that round to Haskins as well. Haskins' timing is awful. Both walk in with them. Poor defense. More of a dance-off routine. Haskins' timing is actually better than Burnett. It's Burnett's the problem. Burnett is the one who's got his head in the air. I mean, if Haskins could punch, Burnett would be in a lot of trouble tonight. He'd been in a lot of trouble tonight. He just can't walk forward like that. They're saying Burnett's never been cut before in his career. Well, round 3, and there you go. Burnett again with that mummy style. I just don't like the way Haskins is jumping in though. He doesn't need to. Haskins could box off the back foot and let Burnett come to him and just counter him nicely. Burnett's hand speed ain't that great. He's not got blistering hand speed. His footwork's okay, ain't great. And all Burnett really, all Haskins has to do is just wait for him to come in and hit him with the left hand. That's all Burnett has to do. I mean, Haskins has to do. As Burnett comes in, step back and hit him with the left hand. That's all he has to do. Just take a step back. Just keep a step back. Just take a step back and land your left hand. Don't rush in. Just take your time. It makes you look, you clearly win the fight. Don't know what, but I do not know what Burnett is doing. He's moved from left to right. Good shot there from Haskins. He's moving left and right and left and right. He's faking and faking and faking. I thought when you fake was to get yourself in a position to throw shots. He's faking and getting shot caught. And he's faking the same way over and over and over again, Haskins. I mean, Burnett. He's faking and faking. I'm not quite sure. Good right hand there from Burnett, though. Fake. Drop to right hand. Good shot. Oh, good left hand there from Haskins. Responded well there. Burnett hitting on the break there. Don't you dare take a point of him, ref. Don't you dare take a point of him, ref. Oh, he's hitting on the break. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Thank you very much. I know he's had words with Burnett now. He's having words with Burnett. Pull them together. Time. Box on. Good stuff. Referee's had a word with both of them. I'd say, I don't know if you can call this boxing for Burnett. because he's got his hands both hands down by the side, and he's kind of like, I don't know what he's trying to do. I've no idea what the plan is. If it is to be unpredictable, then okay. He's getting. The thing is, Burnett's right. But Haskins is backing up, but I think Burnett's given a different style. He's catching Haskins this round, Burnett, with his right hand. Yeah, Haskins. I'll give that round to Burnett. Haskins landing more cleaner shots this round. Burnett landing cleaner shots around. So that's a Burnett round for me. Terrible fighting style. That's Anna Booth for you. This is one of the best trainers in the world, or one of the best trainers in the UK that you're watching there. I get the impression the crowd will be scoring the fight for the judges. Could be. But I can't tell you that if you're going to tell me Haskins is winning this fight, he's not. But that last round was definitely a Burnett. If you're saying Burnett is winning this fight, then I can't say he is. This is definitely, the fight is 2-1 to Haskins at the moment. They can't have another round like that. Burnett's lead right. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the right hand over the top. Yes, we've mentioned that. He's had minor success with that right hand over the top. And he has been, and every time he's landed the right hand over the top all the time. But hold on. I know Sky has shown the lead right hand from Burnett. But what about the lead? What about the left hand from Haskins, which caused Burnett to be cut? What about that? Man, it's so biased. Got Sly Sports are so biased. Round 4, Haskins has got to do something about that right hand of Haskins. Burnett. Round 4, Haskins needs to land more left hands, and I think he needs to use the jab a bit more as well. Keep the right jab. Look, he's popped the right hand again. Burnett hit Haskins with a great right hand there. Right hand shot. Slightly confused Haskins in this round. From the last round, he's been kicked with a blistering right hand from Burnett. Burnett's just winging that right hand anytime he wants to. He just shift, move, shift right, shift left, right hand over the top. Same move all the time. Same move. If Haskins is world class, he's got to make the adjustments, which would be a shoulder roll would do that. A shoulder roll, you go with a shoulder roll and come up with a straight left hand. So you roll with the right, you roll with your right, get your shoulder up, and then bang with your left shot. Get your shoulder up to stop that shot, and then bang with your own shot. So you roll and you shoot. Don't like the way Haskins fighting with his chin in the air. Haskins has got to be careful. He's got to keep his chin down and not have his chin in the air. He's getting tagged with that right hand too many times for my liking, Haskins. He's got to land more of his own left hands now. Burnett is beating Haskins to the punch, and Haskins is getting caught with that right hand over and over and over again. Burnett seems to have warmed up now. He's still got that mummy style, throwing lots of movement, lots of jig in there. Haskins got to throw more shots, but he can't be throwing all these big shots and missing. He's got to go back to be composed. Let the young gun throw his shots at the moment. He's doing well now, Burnett. I've got to give him this round as well. But he's got to stop Burnett throwing them shots and put him on the back foot. Good shots now from Haskins. He's got to put Burnett on the back foot. All his fancy down stuff, hands down by his side. He's got to punish him more with left hands. And he's got to put Burnett back. As for Burnett, he's doing good stuff now this round. He's been allowed to get a lot of rubbish at the moment throwing his right hands because Haskins hasn't picked it up yet. Haskins, good shot from Haskins to the body there. Nice body shot. Oh, Haskins came back in this round with a nice combination. Haskins again stepping. He keeps getting caught with his right hand on his chin. End of the round. A Burnett round. Okay, so Burnett's won the last 2 rounds. For me, Haskins has got a problem. This is where you find out whether a guy is good or great. You find out if a guy is just domestic level and a belt holder or is world class and world quality. A world class fighter will make the adjustments, and a world class team will make the adjustments. Say, look, you're getting caught with the right hand way too often. Okay, you need to be able to counter it. You need to be slip aside, slip to the sides. Right, you're getting caught with that right hand too often, way too often. Look again, bang, straight down a pipe all the time, the right hand. So now you've got to find something else. You're getting caught with the right hand over and over and over again. What are you going to do? Are you going to block the right hand? Bang, again, right hand. Are you going to make the adjustments? Can you make the adjustments? So now Burnett has given Haskins a problem to solve. Now, can Haskins and his team work it out? That's what part of this boxing game is about. Not just throwing punches, but using the strategic science. What can you do? What can your team give you? You've been watching Burnett fight for so long. Your team's watching him. Now we're talking about game plans. How do you change that? My suggestion would be for Haskins to push Burnett back and not allow him, take him into fight, push him back, and don't give him the space to throw them stupid shots. But if you stand off, you're allowing Burnett to have space and room to throw shots. So keep off the back foot, stay on the front foot, get on the front foot against Haskins, against Burnett. If I'm Haskins, if I'm Burnett, keep doing what you're doing. I think Haskins has got to use the jab more. He's got to keep the jab in Burnett's face. So when Burnett's coming forward, slam the jab in his face, slam the jab in his face. As he comes forward, jab. As he comes forward, jab. Stop him with the jab. That's what the jab is there, to stop a guy coming forward. Stop him with the jab. Jab there. As he moves in, move his head, jab. As he's moving forward, jab in his face. And then find him with the straight left hand as well. You can't just stand there with single shots. Just look, he's standing there. Yeah. When he gets in close, dig them body shots in as well. Once you take the feet away from Burnett in rounds 9 and 10, 11, 12, it's a different fight. You won't be bouncing around so much. But you can't allow Burnett to keep landing big shots in you like this, Haskins. You've got to do something different. Put the jab, make him work. Push him onto the back foot. And let your own left hands go. Keep your hands up more. That's it. Tuck your chin in. Keep your hands up. That's it. Walking back to ropes. That's it. Making adjustments, Haskins. Making Burnett walk back to the ropes. That's what he's got to do. That's it. Good left hand there from Haskins. Then I think the young man will get overambitious and try and rush in. Push him back, Haskins. Burnett not having as much success this round because Haskins actually pushing him, trying to push him back, which closes the space between the two guys. So he hasn't landed on right hands like he did before. And then when he does land them, Haskins has been able to block Burnett's shots. Better round for Haskins. But Haskins can't stand there and look at Burnett because that's what gives Burnett a chance of booming them right hands in. So he's got to be busy. He's got to let the jab go. So Burnett's work rate has just dropped a bit this round. Haskins has now given Burnett a slight something to think about. He's not throwing in them right hands like he was before. Oh, here goes Burnett, Haskins. Burnett made a slight mistake and Haskins was trying to capitalize. But Burnett tied him up. End of the round. That was a better round for Haskins. I'm not going to say he won the round, but I don't think any guy really deserved to win that round. Haskins able to figure him out. He looks much slower. Who wins? I got Burnett winning all 5 rounds. I haven't. Haskins done nothing. No, he has done something. I thought the first couple of rounds, Haskins won. I think round 1 and 2, Haskins won. Round 3, round 4 has been Burnett. Round 5, I don't think anybody won round 5. Good evening, Azat. Good to see you in the room. Please let me know where you are in the world watching the fight. It's really good. Good evening to anybody watching this live audio stream of Haskins versus Burnett. This is round 6. I didn't think either man deserved to win round 5, so I gave that a 10-10. I didn't think anyone did anything. If you're going to give it, I'd give it to Haskins because he seemed to be landing more shots and he pushed Burnett back. Okay. He's got to be careful, Haskins. He's got his chin up in the air and he's going to leave it out to dry. And I believe that Burnett's going to catch him if he keeps leaving his chin out to dry like that. Poor technique backing up. If you've got a poor technique backing up, it would probably be in your best interest to hold the center of the ring. If you can't hold the center of the ring, then push the guy back. But at the moment, when Haskins is put on the back foot, he's got his chin in the air. So he's got to push Burnett back. He must push Burnett back. This referee looks like he's got no problems taking a point off either. Haskins needs to get behind his jab and walk Burnett back to the ropes. Because he clearly he's got no concern about his punching power. But he got caught with a right hand again, straight right hand. Burnett's winning this round so far. Back to the nonsense we had the round before, where Burnett won the round. I thought Haskins had worked it out. That's it. That's what Haskins has got to. When he gets Burnett against the ropes, that's what he's got to do. Do his best work. When he's got Burnett's back against the ropes, Burnett would be ineffective if you get him back against the ropes. As for Burnett, I've talked a lot about Haskins, what he needs to do. As for Burnett, instead of winging this right hand in, if you're landing the right hand, why not follow up with a left hook afterwards? Right hand, left hook combination on Haskins. Try right hand, left hook. Look, there's a right hand there. Where's the left hook afterwards? I think that one rocked Haskins a bit. Haskins is getting himself knocked out tonight. I swear, Haskins is going to get knocked out tonight because he's not making adjustments. Talk about being a title holder. Haskins is going to get knocked out tonight. Down goes Haskins. I just said it. Down goes has 6, 7, 8, 9. He's up, Haskins. He's going to get knocked out tonight. You can't keep getting caught with right hands like that. Well, there we go. In comes Burnett. Saying there's a problem with Haskins. Right hand. Something about that Haskins arm. Something's wrong with his arm, Haskins is saying. Well, something wrong with that defense as well, I would say. I've always taught that the right hand, the two hands, the left hand and the right hand are the guards. The kingdom is your brain. Kingdom. So you got to protect the kingdom with your two hands. That's the philosophy I was taught with. And at the moment, Haskins has got real problems. This is a fight where Burnett should just finish the job off now. So I guess Haskins has got a box with one arm now. I can't see him doing anything much more now. This is a fight that Burnett should win in the next couple of rounds, if not this round. Haskins is going to try, but You can't be boxing with your hand like. I'm sorry. I don't even know how Haskins has won a world title. To be honest, I'm not. He's even a nice enough guy, but I don't know how he became a world champion boxing like this. Both guys are defensively vulnerable. Haskins and Burnett. They're both defensively vulnerable. Here comes Haskins now. I tell you, if Haskins had power, if he was a puncher, it'd be interesting. So now he's shoulder rolling. What the flip did you social do the shoulder roll beforehand? Weren't you? Why the hell did you shoulder roll from round 1 or round 2 or round 3? You get clicked with the right hand. Now he decides to shoulder roll and he's only got one arm. Do you see what I mean? The nonsense, absolute nonsense. Why didn't you do this earlier on when you had both arms? Now you've got one arm injured. You would decide to shoulder roll now. Would that shoulder roll not have been more effective back then? Boxing mystifies me sometimes. It really does. You could have shoulder rolled early on, so you wouldn't have got caught with them big right hands all the time. Now he's shoulder rolling, catching Burnett as he's coming in. So the shoulder roll will take away that right hand, you see. And then it will open a space up for his own left hand. Didn't they teach Haskins how to throw a straight left hand? He seems to have a problem throwing a straight left hand. He keeps looping the left hand all the time. Do you know who Haskins slightly reminds me of? I don't know if you how many of you guys have watched boxing like back in the day, British boxing. There was a guy called Scrap Iron Ryan, and he was in the UK. He only had one arm, right? He had dynamite in that left arm, or that left hand he had. I think he was injured. He had something wrong with him, but he had a left hand. All he could do is Scrap Iron Ryan caught you that left hand, you're in trouble at domestic level, right? And Lee Haskins reminds me a bit of Scrap Iron Ryan. I can't believe that Haskins is a world champion. I'm sorry. I said before this guy was only a title holder. I said it at the top of the show. I said this is a title. This is a title holder. He's no champion. He's a title holder. I think that fighters make belts. Belts don't make fighters. And this is a perfect example of it. Lee Haskins, nice enough guy, but this ain't a personality contest. This is a boxing contest. And truth be said, he shouldn't. Him and a world title should not be associated. I mean, for his family and stuff, yeah, and his kids are making a living, and I'm really happy for him in that sense. But when we talk about real world-class boxing, none of these two guys should be even remotely talking about world title fights. I mean, let's put it this way. You look at two guys like this, yeah? And then you look at three guys. You look at Rigondeaux, okay? You look at Romachenko. They're low-weight fighters. I mean, you look at, what's his name? Gonzalez, low-weight fighter. You look at Tete, low-weight fighter. And you look at these two. I mean, it's just like two British guys fighting for I'm sorry. I mean, the level of boxing tonight has been dreadful. I mean, if you're going to say that Ryan Burnett's got boxing skills, I'm sorry. That's not boxing skills I'm watching here. Look at Lee Haskins. I mean, look. That's a nice body shot he landed there. And they just... I've stopped even commentating on the fight because it's just that poor. But Haskins now backing, trying to back Burnett into the corner. Burnett has won the last 2 rounds, by the way, if people are listening. Burnett's switched from orthodox to southpaw. Burnett's doing what the hell he wants in there. When a man can start switching from orthodox to southpaw to have his hands down by his side, right? To come in with his hands down by his side and basically he's put his chin on your shoulder, he's doing what the hell he wants. That is, and you're a world champion. It's disgusting. can't believe I've spent my Saturday night to watch this absolute garbage of a fight. I'm sorry. Give Lee Haskins credit though as a champion. He's trying his best to try and pull this fight back. And who knows if the fight can go a little later, he may be able to pull this fight back, but I can't see it somehow. Really can't. See, he just shoulder rolled there. He shoulder rolled and slipped out of the right hand of Haskins and made Haskins look really poor and amateurish. He just did it there. So if you can do that stuff, why didn't you do it from round one? Maybe it takes time for him to get going. Maybe Haskins is a guy that fights better later on in the fight. I don't know. But he's going to get himself knocked out. I can see it again. I can see it happening. He's still got a chin in the air. But I've seen Haskins make some really smart moves. I've seen him dig to the body. I've seen Haskins slip under the right hand. I've seen him shoulder roll. So I've seen little things he's trying to do. But what I don't understand is, why did he do this stuff before the injury, before the knockdown? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Haskins' right arm screwed. Yeah, I know his arm's screwed, but before his arm was screwed, he boxed better with his left arm not injured or his right arm not injured. Haskins has looked poor from round one, according to Marky Bwtm. Possibly. Is he an over the hill fighter? I mean, he's had quite a few fights, but I don't know. Haskins to me doesn't come across like a guy. I don't know. He just doesn't come across like a world champion to me. He just really comes across like a belt holder. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Haskins is a belt holder. He might be a nice guy, but I mean, that's why Booth was so insistent in trying to get Haskins Burnett this fight. You can't blame him. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see this is a fight that Burnett can win. Haskins not a puncher. Defensively irresponsible. Might be on the slide, which he looks like he is. I don't know if he's weight drained. I don't know what he had problems making the weight. I don't know. I don't know what their preparation was for this fight. I've got no idea. So I don't know. I really don't know. But Burnett is doing what the hell he wants in there. Absolutely what the hell he wants to do. And I'm a bit convinced. I want to know why Haskins is still fighting. He's got one arm. He's not a puncher. He's fallen 3-4 rounds behind in the fight. I'm not sure why they don't just pull him out. Because he's not going to, it doesn't look like he's got the power to knock Burnett out. That's the first thing. The second thing is, Burnett showed he's got the power to probably drop and hurt Haskins. So, you're not a knockout puncher. You're carrying an injury. And you're pushing forward and trying to win the fight, but you're getting caught with humdingers of right hands. I mean, it looks to me that you want to get knocked out. The knockdown wasn't enough. Obviously, the knockdown wasn't enough. He tasted the right hand, got dropped, was hurt, got his arm injured, and obviously that right hand isn't enough. He obviously wants to get knocked out, clearly, and his camp wants him to get knocked out because Haskins hasn't got the power to trouble Ryan Burnett. And Burnett has been winging these right hands in. And as Haskins slows in this fight, which he will do at 30 plus, 33 plus, he's going to slow down and Ryan's going to catch him one of them big right hands. Again, he might even knock him out cold this time. I just don't see why he's fighting still. I just don't see no point. Yeah, he blocked the right hand there. But, come on, man. Why weren't you blocking right hand from round one or round three when you knew you're getting pinged with right hands all night long? He's going to get, I swear he's going to walk onto his chin in the air. He's got really poor technique as well. Burnett, they've both got poor techniques. Oh, he's finally thrown a jab and a right hand, Burnett. He put a left jab and a right hand together. Nice. In round 9. He finally put a 1-2 together. The first 1-2 I've seen Burnett put together in 9 rounds. He threw a proper executed left jab, right hand combination down the pipe on Haskins. Haskins is just circling around the ring and getting tagged with big right hands. So what's the point? What is the point? You're not a puncher, like I said, you're not a puncher. The hunter's been hunted. So what's the plan? What's the plan, Governor? You're backing up in straight lines and getting caught with big right hands. What's the plan, Governor? I don't get it. What? I mean, he's going back to corner for the 10th round. Why don't you just pull him out? Why doesn't Senegal just pull the damn guy out? Oh, let him go 12 rounds. Pull the damn guy out. They're talking to Paddy Barnes there. And Michael Conlon, I think, is next to him. Or Jamie Conlon, one of the Conlons. Paddy Barnes, flyweight prospect. Jamie Conlon, there you go. Super feather, super flyweight champion. Mate, I tell you, they should pull Burnett, Haskins out. I'm sorry. Haskins got one arm and Burnett can't get rid of him. But hey, Belly Part 2. If he really had one arm, he would have been pulled out. He hurt his arm niggle. Poor excuse for loss. But Jamie Conlon said Burnett is world class. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've said it all. I think you've heard it all there. This is an absolute joke. Absolute joke of a fight. And do you know what? I said the same thing about Ryan Burnett when I saw him fight Booth. What's his name? The Booth brother. He fought one of the Booth brothers. I can't remember his name again. Jason Booth. I watched him in the Jason Booth fight. I said, you know what? This guy ain't going nowhere. Jason Booth must have been about 45 when he fought him. Brought him back. Now, you know, Haskins deserves to get knocked out. Now, I'm not funny. He needs to get knocked out now. I'm sorry. Because why are you still boxing? Why are you still in the ring? You deserve to get knocked out now. You've got a young, hungry lion coming after you. You've got no way of knocking this guy out. You insist on boxing off the back foot against a guy that's pinging you with right hands all night long. You insist on it. So, of course, you are going to take the full-blooded wrath of them right hands. Because you're stepping back, chin in the air, out to dry. You're going to get cracked with another right hand. And again, to right hand. Can't keep. And what's worse? You're retiring because of an injury, or you're retiring, or you get knocked out of the ring. Oh, I'm going to go out on a shield. Yeah, all right, mate. I mean, if you go out heroically on your shield, fine. But this is better. You just did get knocked. I mean, oh dear me. And I'm surprised. This is why I talk about Adam Booth. I'm surprised, right, that Booth hasn't said to Burnett, listen, you threw a nice left jab, right hand combination. Let's see you double up the jab and put the right hand by it. Let's see you box, okay? Let's see you put the 1-2 down the pipe on Haskins. Let's see you, when you throw the right hand, bring the left hook afterwards, over it. Let's stop these one big right hand shots. Let's put the two punches together and get him out of there in style and class. Come on, show me that you are this world class fighter. Left hook, right hand combination here from Burnett. Referee breaks him again. Burnett is trying to step up the gas from round 10. There he goes. Body shot from Burnett. Burnett's really stepping on the gas this round. And Haskins doing the same thing he's been doing from round 1. Looking at him, trying to throw the left hand off. Burnett just turned Haskins. You'd think that Burnett was the world champion and Haskins was the challenger, honestly. Burnett looks like the champion. Left hand, right hand combination. Straight 1-2. 1-2 again. Straight 1-2. And again, another right hand. So Haskins got hit with 5 unanswered punches. He ties up. So all Haskins, Burnett's fine, doing what he wants. Shimmy left, shimmy right, southpaw, orthodox. And he keeps going back to the corner doing the Hail Marys. I don't quite know why Burnett's going to the corner doing Hail Marys. I mean, he thought he was fighting Pacquiao or something. BT Sports all the way. Sly Sports going downhill fast. Something funny about that relationship between Booth and Burnett. He's porking him, in my opinion. Oh dear. But you know what? I'll tell you afterwards. What is Senegal saying to Haskins? I mean, what the hell can Senegal tell Haskins now? Go out there and stop him, mate. Go out there and stop him. Go out there and stop him. Go on, he's talking. Go on, stop him. Stop him. Well, before he tries to stop him, you got to understand, he's fought 10 rounds against Burnett, and he hasn't once really been able to make a dent in Burnett. More so, as the fight's gone in 11th round, he's going on the back foot again. I don't know what Senegal's trying to say to Haskins, but Haskins is going to get... Oh, for the record, round... Oh, he caught a big left hand there. Haskins took it. Real big left hand. Not the right hand, the left hand this time. Head rocked back violently. But he's still there. Would you believe that Haskins started round 10 with his hands up by his face? All the things he should have done from the beginning of the fight, he's doing in round 10. Fair enough. This is round 11 now. Ryan doing the same thing Ryan Burnett doing the same thing he was doing from round 1 in round 11. The mummy boxing style. Hands down by the side. 1-2 there from Burnett. Oh, good left hand there from Haskins. Good left hand from Haskins. That's a sneaky little left hand there. Here goes Burnett, banging 2 to the body now. Bangs 4 to the body. Ryan inside, Burnett inside, trying to work the body now. Throws a short left hook inside. No way is Burnett a better boxer than Carl Frampton. Absolutely no way. If this was Carl Frampton in there, he would have taken Haskins out already. I'm not joking. I've said Burnett is one-dimensional, and he's showed he's one-dimensional. There's been no switch up in his style from round 1. Absolutely none. Look at this. Haskins rushes in to try and throw his left hand. He gets caught by Burnett on his way in. 1-2, straight left 1-2 from Burnett. Another right hand from Burnett, and down goes Haskins. I think he was pushed this time, or maybe he was knocked down. 4, 5. He's saying he's up. 6, 7, 8. He said he was pushed, Haskins, but I don't know about that bit. Referee wasn't so sure about that. I hope Burnett finishes the fight now. Big right hand from over the top from Burnett. Haskins backs up. Haskins is going to get stopped. I can see this happening. Round 10, he's got hit on the inside with shots now. Eddie Hearn. Ryan Burnett, body shots. Breaking through now, Haskins. Chin in the air. End of the round. Back to the corner he goes. Haskins looks exhausted. They need to stop this fight now. Why are they still keeping this guy in the fight? He went back to the corner exhausted, dazed, beat up. Why is the fight still going on? There is no way Haskins is going to win this fight. Absolutely no way. Look, I mean, it's a joke. Good body work there. Great 4-punch combination from Burnett. Then a left hook, then a right hand, then another look, then another right hand, then another look, other right hand. And Haskins hasn't answered for about 8 punches. Why are they allowing this fight to continue? For the sake of what? You're going to lose your belt. So what? Why are you going to 12 rounds? Oh, so he doesn't get stopped on his feet. He doesn't get stopped. Fight should be stopped. Sorry. He was dazed when he went back to the corner. 12th and final round. Haskins is going to try and go to 12 rounds, I guess. He's lost this fight. But I guess Haskins wants to win the fight. Wants to lose the fight on points. Just to say he went 12 rounds. He didn't get knocked out. Well, fair enough. I don't know why. The vintage Sly Sports and Country Sports Eddie Hearn is taking a piss. Just got the fight. Eddie Hearn won't be going back to Belfast anytime soon. Haskins is asleep in there. I know. Terrible. I don't think Belfast is the problem. I think the fight he's got on the bill has been a problem. Burnett is not world class. He's going to be another title holder. I'm sorry. He'll be another title holder. This is not World Championship boxing. I'm sorry. You see David Haye, when he did what Burnett's trying to do, Haye could punch with either hand phenomenally. He could knock it with a left hook or right hand. Burnett don't have the punching power to pull that style off. You don't have the punching power to pull that style off. Joe Groves, a puncher. He had the power to pull that style because he could punch. Ryan Burnett is not a puncher. So Booth is training everybody this same style, this mummy style. Here's Burnett now trying to stop Haskins in the 12th. He's just charging forward, trying to bang right hands in. So yeah, Burnett and Haskins is there. His face is in a complete mess now. And he's one-armed. And Burnett is really pushing forward now. Oh, he got caught a tremendous left hook. Haskins, as he tried to move in there. His face is bloodied now. He's got a cut over his left or right hand eye. And Burnett is now just pushing forward, trundling forward, and walking through anything that Haskins has got. I know what you're going to say at the end of the fight. He showed tremendous bravery. The champion went out on his shield. All this garbage. Sorry. Lee Haskins got beat up in there tonight. And you know something? That's what happened. This is what happens when you fight. You've only got one style. You're one-dimensional. It's what happens. Both guys are one-dimensional, to be honest. But tonight, Lee Haskins' one-dimensional style has got him exposed tonight. He's pulling back straight lines, chin in the air. He loves straight left hand, right hand again. He's been caught by another 1-2 by Burnett. It's just target practice for Burnett. I mean, I have no idea why Haskins made 12 rounds. He's glad he went 12 rounds. But look at him. He looks absolutely shattered. Absolutely shattered. So, Ryan Burnett is the new IBF, I think, super bantamweight champion of the world. But I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say he's got the IBF championship of the world. But he, too, is now a belt holder. He's won a belt. He's won the belt from one belt holder. And he now has become a belt holder because Haskins is not one of the best in the division. Absolutely not. And I don't want to hear any stories about our Ryan Burnett put on a world-class performance because he wasn't a world-class performance. Yes, it was a shutout. I don't know about Haskins losing the first 2 rounds because he didn't. Haskins won the first 2 rounds. And then I thought Burnett took over from there. So, yeah. Congratulations. Belfast has got a new world champion in Ryan Burnett. But to me, he's not world class. Arguable if he's in the top 10 best fighters in the IBF in that division. But we will see the progression of Ryan Burnett. Thank you all for listening to Burnett versus Haskins. Congratulations to Ryan Burnett, but it's made a mockery of the IBF title, to be honest. Sorry, that's not what I call a world-class fight, not a world-class championship fight. I'm sorry. If I know nothing about boxing, why are you listening, James Corey? Get lost, mate. You know what? You know nothing about my channel. Get lost. Burnett is a puncher. Yeah, I'm sure he's a puncher. One idiot. Burnett's a puncher. Burnett's a puncher. He can't even get... Exactly. Hearn best in Britain. Shit fight. I agree. Burnett, Bird is all right. These two fighters want trouble the other belt holds. I agree. Ingram fight boxing game, then manager. I don't know about that, mate. But yeah, it was. And the news split decision. Well done, Ryan Burnett. New world champion. Or world new title holder. So Andy Lee, his teammate or his gym mate, is happy for him. Yep, great, fantastic. It's all in-house tonight. So in-house job, basically. No, what I mean in-house meaning that Andy Lee was commentating. And a split decision. Yeah, it wasn't a split decision at all. Right, thank you all for watching or listening. We appreciate you. Once again, this has been BW2 Sports Live. We're out of here. Thanks again for watching the show or listening in. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments. And if you're a gaming fan, please check out Bwtm Gaming. Check out our gaming channel. We've got lots of games on. We do live streams. So if you're a gamer, subscribe to the channel. Check us out. That's what we're going to be doing now over on the Bwtm Gaming channel. If you want to know how to subscribe to the Bwtm Gaming channel, just go down to the description box and click Bwtm Gaming. Please subscribe to our channel. We would love to see you over there on the live streams. We'll be streaming shortly. Thanks again for watching. This is BWTM Sports, and we're out. Take care.